Any last thoughts? Paul Spooner, Boston, Massachusetts.
One of the most important things I hope that happens, and you guys are making a project here that's going to potentially do this, is um, one of the problems I see in our disability community is that a lot of us are getting older. And I know Fred's been doing some oral histories, a lot like, what who's the Spielberg has been doing with the Jewish community. I think it's paramount that the disability community be doing something similar because we've lost key leaders already, and we haven't had a chance to really have their oral histories and their experiences down for the record. And I got to tell you, here in 2005, it's a very different world than, 1981, let's say, or 1985, or even up to 1990. There was no internet, which is a huge difference in our world. There was a lot less access. There was a lot less programs. People with disabilities were treated very differently and had different expectations. Okay? Today, people expect more, but they expect more without understanding, I think, in some sad ways, the struggle that has happened before to get us to this point. And I don't mean that the next generation needs to struggle as much, but I do believe that it's important to see where our legacy came from, see where our vision came from, and see why this movement happened and why it occurred. And people like Ed Roberts are fundamental to why there's over 400 independent living centers across the country, why there are independent living centers across the world. People like Ed, people like Judy Heumann, people like Chris Palamas. These are all pioneers. Max Starkloff, Marka Bristow, Michael Winter. There's an ongoing list of people that are pioneers, and they're in different places now, but we need their histories. We need that history so that the next generation can learn from it. So hopefully this project's going to create that history for Ed, because there isn't a lot out there for me to, when I get a new staff person and I want to teach them about the philosophy of independent living and encouraging people to become empowered and take control of their lives, I don't have a lot of resources to turn to. There are more today than ever before, but it's not enough. And we need more of that history. We need it in ways that people can learn and appreciate what's gone on. And this movement's not going to have another Ed Roberts. It just isn't going to happen because it doesn't happen. Ed Roberts is like Martin Luther King, Mahatma Gandhi. They're pivotal people in movements, and they only come once. And it's important people know that.